Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope you've all had a great week because I certainly have. As most of you may know, I'm a ballet dancer with the Stuttgart Ballet in Germany. You can check them out on Instagram here. We've been allowed to step back into the studios again, only 2 by 2 for 1 hour every day to take class. But you know what? Something is better than nothing, and I feel more alive again. But we're not here to talk about the current situation in the world. I'm sure everybody's heard enough about that. We're going to be talking about makeup. And you're probably wondering right now, oh my god, how much makeup is this girl wearing? The answer is a lot. Because today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this super smoky, edgy stage makeup look. Well, no, stage makeup look. You wouldn't want to be wearing this for your typical ballets like Sleeping Beauty and Swan Lake. Definitely not. This is a makeup look more for contemporary pieces where the choreographer specifically asks for a smoky look. Because I'm using a lot of black, but I've also balanced it out with a lot of highlight on my face so that my eyes don't sink into my head. If you want to know how to achieve this makeup look, then please keep on watching. Let's start. So today I'm going to start again by using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is my favorite primer for stage since it's adhesive and it's the perfect base for any foundation to really stick and stay on top of it. Then I always like to spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus to make everything even more long-lasting. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Light 4. This is not a full coverage foundation, but I do find that when I put a lot of concealer and contouring on top of it, it's really nice because it doesn't cake up too much. I'm using a damp beauty blender with a light hand to just evenly blend it into my skin, my ears, my hairline, and down to my neck. Since I have a couple of blemishes today, I'm going to be using the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer just to cover up what the foundation couldn't. To start contouring and shaping my face, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape tape in the shade Light, drawing a triangle from the inner corner of my eye, down my nose and onto my cheek. I really love this concealer because it dries down really matte and full coverage, but it also doesn't leave that dry, crunchy finish that can be really annoying. Then you want to spray your beauty blender with some MAC Fix Plus and start blending the concealer in. I don't like to spread it all across my face too much. I like to keep it really concentrated in the areas that I first applied it to, but just enhancing and softening up the corners so that you can keep everything really full coverage at the same time. set my face, I'm going to be using the Mercier Translucent setting powder. This is my absolute favorite setting powder since it just sits on the skin kind of invisibly, but it makes everything stay on so much longer. For me, the worst thing is when setting powders feel like baby powder or like chalk. This one will just sit there without you even noticing. For my eyebrows today, I'm going to be dipping into the Shade and Light Eye Palette from Kat Von D. Using the shade Citri, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm going to start by lining out the base of my eyebrows, blending it upward and feathering it, trying to make it look like real hairs, and kind of just filling in all the gaps that I need to. Then I'm using the Glossier Boy Brow just to feather my eyebrows upwards even more and to make them look even more elongated and dramatic. A really nice trick that I like to do is to go in with that same Nars concealer on a flat pointy brush and line out the bottom of my eyebrow. This can be really useful if you made a little mistake or if you want to shape your eyebrows even more, and it also then multitasks as a base for your eyeshadow since we will be blending it downwards onto your eyelid with a fluffy brush. Since we're going to be working with really dark eyeshadows, it's super important to pack on lots of setting powder under your eyes because we wouldn't want to ruin all of the work that we did on the base already. Now I'm going in with the Tati Beauty palette with the shade Aura in the matte version just to set that priming concealer that we put all over our lid. Then I'm switching to the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I'm using the shade Lazarus, which is a really nice cool toned taupey color since we're doing a cool toned smoky look today. I'm using the biggest round fluffy brush that I have and I'm carving out my crease and giving the base that I want to build all of the darker shades on top of after. Next, I'm dipping into the shade Liberatus, which is this dark, cool tone brown shade, using my smaller round fluffy brush, and I'm going to start defining my crease even more. It's really important that you go in with a light hand here. I may have also put a little bit too much on my brush, I can see now, but a little tip for me is to hold your brush far down on the handle. This will really help not put too much pressure on the eye and just smoke everything out much easier. If you hold it too close to your eye, you can tend to put more pressure and it can become a little bit splotchy. Another one of my favorite tips is to go back to that first big round fluffy brush with some leftover product on it and blend everything together, or to smoke it out if something became a little bit too intense. I also really like to use the small detailing brush to pack product on. I find the key to good eyeshadow is to always keep changing your brushes, like putting something on and then blending it out, putting something on, blending it out. Well, I mean, you get it. Then I'm going into the Tati Beauty palette once again in the shade Memory, which is the matte black shade, and I'm going to start packing it on the outer corner of my lid. I really love this palette because I find that the eyeshadows are super long lasting. For stage, they almost have no fallout, so you don't even really have to worry so much about powder running down your cheek. I find it's a really good palette if you're thinking about investing in one palette for stage, since it has some really fun glittery shades and also some really useful base shades like this really great black that I'm using right now. Then I'm dipping into my trusty Nars concealer, once again using a fluffy concealer brush and packing it on the inner portion of my lid. Well, you can basically say it's not a cut crease, but we're just brightening up the inside. We still want to keep the dark smoky look, so I'm not blending it onto the outer part of my lid too much. To set that concealer that we laid down, I'm going to be dipping back into the shade Aura, but this time in the sequin version, which means it's basically a matte eyeshadow but with small specks of glitter inside. I don't know how much you can see it on camera, but in real life it's super cool. Now we're going to start working on the lower lash line. I'm dipping into that shade Lazarus from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to start smoking up my lower lash line. I'm pulling it all the way from the inner corner of my eye and really connecting it to the upper lid. Then I'm going into the black shade once again with the same brush and smoking it out, but focusing the black shade more on the outer half of the lower lash line. Finally, almost done with the eyes. I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Lyfe liner on the kind of crayon-y, waxy side. I'm going to start by lining out my upper lid. You don't even have to be that careful, honestly, because we're going to be blending it out anyway, and also putting it in the inner corner of my eye. I think this eyeliner is really great for that, since I find that it doesn't irritate my eyes. A lot of other eyeliners that I put in my waterline, they tend to make my eyes red and teary, but this one somehow just really stays in place and doesn't irritate at all. This part can be really ticklish, so just be careful that you don't poke yourself in the eye. You want to connect the lower lash line with the top one, and then I'm going in with the liquid side of the same liner, and I'm going to be defining my outer lash line. Now we're going to be blending it out with a really small detailing brush with no product on it. I'm basically just softening everything that I laid down on the lower lash line, but leaving the outer part of my top lash line untouched and defined. To sweep away any potential fallout, use that same big powder brush and just sweep with one big motion outwards so that nothing sticks on your face. I put some fake lashes on off camera, and now I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara to blend my own eyelashes in with the fake ones. I'm also applying mascara to the lower lashes. Just like my last video, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Ibiza from the Kaya Cosmetics palette to highlight my brow bone and the inner corner of my eye to brighten everything up. Eyes are done, and now we're going to be finishing off the face using the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I'm dipping in with a contouring brush, the coolest brown shade in the palette, and I'm going to start carving out my cheekbones, making sure to blend the product into my hairline. I'm also going to be contouring my temples, my forehead, and my jaw. To contour my nose, I'm going to be using a fluffy brush and that same shade, marking a line from the bottom of my eyebrows down to the tip of my nose. And like I always do, I like to blend out the contour with a bronzer to make it look more natural. I'm using the Marc Jacobs bronzer in the shade Tantastic and sweeping it lightly all around my face. Today I'm going to be using a cream blush, which is actually one of the Fenty Matchsticks in the shade Yacht Lyfe. I'm applying some to, actually it's a foundation brush, and I'm going to be lightly dabbing it onto my cheeks. I really like to use a cream blush a lot of the time because I find it looks much more natural. This one in particular has a little bit of shimmer inside, so it kind of doubles as a highlighter also, and it really has this like natural glow on the skin. Then to carve out my cheekbone, I'm going back in with the Laura Mercier powder and just defining my jawline. For lips, I'm going to be keeping it really simple, using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. It's a really nice lip gloss because it's not sticky like many other lip glosses, so then I find it really works on stage. Well, I guess I got into kind of a Fenty Beauty theme here in the end of the video, because for highlighter I'm going to be using their shade How Many Carrots, but just a tiny bit on the very top of my cheek, applying it with my finger. And here's some cringy footage of me posing for the camera because I was actually really happy with how this makeup turned out. I hope you like it too, and I really hope you try it for your next performance. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video today. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and comment down below what you would like to see next. You can also follow me on Instagram here if you want. I wish you all a great week. I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, and see you next time.